Let's get a party.
Welcome back to the Raleigh tour stop of the Spikeball Tour Series. This is the Raleigh Challenger event. We are bringing you the finals, which is Picone Murthy versus Ackermann Gross. Picone Murthy came out of their semis against Creamy after winning 2 not close games in 2. And Ackermann Gross played Mermaid Sparkle, which is the villain of Roundnet, Noah Leskis, and Christian Bennett, 3 close games.
Yes.
So we're rolling into this finals.
Yeah, the finals is going to be a great match. Obviously, a matchup team over Rahul and Will.
Yes.
Versus a established team that, I don't know, we're kind of questionable throughout the season.
Yeah.
And
have struggled.
Are finally getting this result they kind of wanted and have now. So we'll see if they stay or whatever. But
I told Kyle this morning, because he stayed over at our house last night, this is your day to make it. And so, big on Kyle.
Big on Kyle. He made the finals.
Yeah. Good for him.
And so did the other boys, so we're excited for the game.
Yeah. A lot of great players here.
A lot of great players here. Everyone's good except for one person.
Yeah, we're not going
to. Everyone's great. Yeah, so I guess, like, biggest thing, question for you, Jake, is, like, what are your predictions for the game?
I told someone a few minutes ago, today has pretty much been the who gets to play Will and Rahul show.
Yeah.
I think the finals is going to be that. I think that Will and Rahul are going to show what they have. We've seen Ackermann Gross have, not the season that they wanted. This is a great result for them just being in this finals.
Yep.
But I think something crazy has to happen for Will and Rahul to not really clutch up like they've been doing all day.
Yeah.
Will's been serving great, out of his mind, playing good. Will and Rahul have synced up in the way that partners need to. And so I feel like Gross and Ackermann need to, play really well to challenge that.
Yeah, I agree. And points are worth a lot right now, obviously. I think the fact that Will and Rahul are taking points from teams helps some teams, also hurts some teams.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see matchups do well. And,
heard some players talking about that, like who they need to win based on points for the season and to try to squeak in a pro, potentially.
A lot of teams out there rooting for Rahul and Will, or Murphy and Picone, just because they want to.
No, we got the 1 seed. So
keep points from. Yeah, for sure. So they. What's the deal with points? Like Will and Rahul won't earn any individual points because it's by team.
Correct.
So matchup teams don't really affect.
They'll only help their seeding.
Gotcha.
In a few tournaments because they will get individual points.
Yeah.
They will affect their seeding.
Gotcha.
But for a pro bid, it will do nothing. The team will go to waste.
Okay.
Basically.
Gotcha.
Correct. So, I mean, they got something to play for.
Yeah.
They want a higher seed at the next event.
Yep.
But ultimately, they're just here to get a picture, get some money, and have a fun day.
Yeah. We haven't seen a ton of mashup teams this year make it this far. There have been maybe more than usual, a lot of people playing at these events, with their established teams. As it becomes more important and as more teams are gunning for pro, sticking with their partners through the season for the most part. So this is a cool mashup team. I'm super excited to see them play.
Yeah.
It's pretty unusual. I'm trying to think through the events, but pretty unusual to see a mashup team in the finals here.
So Ryan Gross and Ravi's won.
Yeah.
And Dan,
that was
Grant and Dan, but they're a team
so
now,
we have seen a couple. Okay,
so
all right.
I guess it's a team
Grant
now.
and Dan teaming up, that's a good team.
So, just like I said, points are valuable.
Yep.
You need points.
Yep.
It's hard to get points, obviously, with the competition.
Right.
So a first place win for Dan and Grant. It's a good look for them.
Yeah, that's true. Take those points. Go get a few more.
Yeah.
Love that.
Looks like we're about to get started here as the observers are getting ready. Players are warming up. Last second, details, last second conversations about strategy or whatnot, and it'll be a good one.
Kyle looks turned. He looks ready to go.
He looks ready to go.
He's dialed.
So it looks like, obviously we talked about Rahul and Murphy before this, had a really good game against Creamy.
Yep.
Not as tired, not in the sun as much as Gross and Ackermann. They went 3 tight games, which is Mermaid, like you said.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that's going to affect today.
3 games, played a bunch of points. Will and Rahul played 13 points against Creamy in both games.
Yeah.
So, like you said, not as tired. Coming off and I asked Will who he wanted to play, as the other semis was panning out, and he really didn't have an opinion. He was ready to ball out no matter what. So.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I want to hear.
That's the mashup attitude as well.
Yeah, that's true. Ball out, have fun, do what you're capable of.
And probably one of the 2 best servers in Roundnet teaming up.
Totally agree.
It's hard not to have fun.
Hard not to. Probably 3 of the best servers in Roundnet on this net.
True. Yeah, Ryan Gross definitely made a name for himself this year and even last year. And
golly, and Richmond popped off. Yep.
All right, here we go.
So we got Gross lining up to serve to Murthy. The height mismatch, worth noting. We'll try not to talk about it too much.
Yeah, I know.
But worth noting.
Worth noting, for sure.
0-0. That's a rim.
His first swing of the day.
Good swing. He's swinging hard.
Or the match.
He's doing his thing. And double fault there.
I like that. So, I mean, obviously you want to swing hard every single time here because every player here can put the ball away.
Absolutely.
There's no free points.
Yeah, there's no dinking it on with any of these players. I don't think we're going to see a ton of that.
So, yeah, hopefully not much double faults, but there will be a lot of hard swings today.
Yep. Will, with his first serve of the game for their team, up 1-0, finds rim as well. Let's see if he can find one here. Obviously, you know, a little bit of nerves coming into the finals. Even if you're confident, even if you're having fun, it can, you know, a little bit of nerves. That's a great serve. Handle by Ackermann. Great set by Ryan. Oh, and a great pickup by Rahul. They made that look easy. That was not easy.
Not easy at all.
Remotely. I don't make that touch in 100 years.
You know, step one, get the serve pressure on.
Yep.
Check. You know, set well, check. Get the
Steve Murthy.
check.
Yeah, Steve Murthy with that backhand put away. Just beautiful.
It's a great play.
Good recovery set by Ryan. Kyle lift that up just a little bit, and Will read that really well and was able to make a good touch. Rahul did, sorry.
2-0 now. Yeah, Ryan Gross wanted to play that one. Obviously, the pressure of the servers. You want to take everything easy if you can, but Kyle uncomfortable with the set, so they'll move on.
Kind of setting from behind there over his hip. It's a tough set for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But that's why you want to play that when you get the
why you
opportunity, especially against these great servers.
Yeah. Will's got probably has the biggest bag in the game.
Yeah.
Arsenal of serves.
Yeah.
Can go either way.
For sure.
He shows someone
Cuts
there.
and reverses. Another good cut. Good set by Ryan.
Yeah.
And that ball gets stuck, but a good read there, and they collapse well on that ball. Will and Rahul do.
I think we're going to see Will and Rahul play a lot closer to the net against these guys because they're big boom ballers.
Right.
So you'll see them being close like that and trying to get that body up.
Yeah. I haven't really seen them speeding around the field, you know, taking big. Even there are people sitting relatively close here, you know, so those rundowns. Oh, good serve there by Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, and a good put away by Will.
Yeah.
Ryan gets a little bit of an up, but it's kind of fast and low.
Yeah, it's a great shot there from William. Also, you know, Rahul's knee's a little bandaged up. He's a little beat up from a couple weeks ago. We'll see if that affects him at all with his ability to play defense, but it won't affect the serves as he swings big there.
Yep. And that kind of plays into that defensive strategy, playing close as well, not running around all the time, but, you know, playing close on the net, crunching, collapsing well, playing, you know, mirroring until the ball's set one way, and then coming together and trying to make those touches. So
Trying to squeeze those angles.
yeah. That's a great serve there by Ryan.
No way.
Everyone calls high on Will Picone's team. Kyle and Ryan say good. Observers say good. What a great serve from Ryan.
Yeah. Great serve. That was definitely settable if they wanted to. Thought high.
It's unfortunate there. Good serve from Ryan.
So Ryan going again. They're still down a break here, serving 3-4. But that's a good break to have back. 3-4 is a different game than 2-4, especially if they do hold. That's a great serve, handled. Good set. That's a boom. Kyle makes a touch. Ryan sets pretty well, a little off net, and Kyle can't make that hit.
Great touch there from Kyle with the wind playing effect there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It probably moved the ball about a foot away from the set, which gave Carter a difficult time to track it and lost a point. But what a great touch there from Ackermann Gross.
See, Ryan set that on the near side of the net. Kyle's a lefty to come in and hit with his left there, but again, hitting from the near side of the net, coming back from a rundown, not easy to do. So you're kind of deciding between different, you know, not ideal situations.
Second serve here from Picone.
Yeah. Second.
It's a fake.
So you get him moving, and oh! That's a really nice serve. And as soon as Ryan bites on that, and that's something about Will that he's really good at, is when someone bites a fake, use it. You know, don't fake again. No need to fake if you've got him stepping. And he hits just a beautiful lefty. And the ability to hit that left from those fakes is so big.
So big.
Ooh. Good look there on a potential drop.
Here we go, Kyle. Hey, that's half.
Yeah, when Will's in his bag, it's very hard to stop him.
Yeah.
And you definitely want to control them early game.
Yeah.
So you try to get in his head as much as you can, so you can try to swing harder or wider, and hopefully the ball falls.
Yep.
That hits a great serve.
Yep.
So you know they're doing a decent job of stopping him so far.
Yeah.
But he's got 2 good races.
Yep.
Another way, it's also the ace back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go pretty
Got
hard.
ace back.
Yep. Put the pressure on.
Good one here, Kyle.
See Kyle step out wide here, trying to get a great angle.
The reason for the service is it just comes in. If he gets a good serve on here, it's just an uncomfortable set.
Come on, Kyle.
Rahul, but that one was a great serve there.
And there it is.
Yeah, let's go.
Couple double
Good
checks
clean
there.
call.
High. Yeah,
Yep.
looks like it's clean.
Great serve there from Kyle, who we weren't mentioning in serve pressure at the beginning. But Kyle, you know, that's only in this realm of players where everyone is incredible that we're saying, you know, Kyle. But he's, you know, doing what he needs to do on serve pressure.
By all means, everyone here is obviously a great player.
Yeah.
But Kyle's strength more on the defensive side of the
Absolutely.
game.
And a good drop. Rahul gets there. Will puts that back to the net, and a great. Oh, what a touch! Oh man, good touch by Ryan. Kyle maybe a little bit hurried on that set.
Almost got it.
Yeah, great.
Here we
So
go.
Great drop there.
Yeah.
Great hand from
Oh, and
Ryan.
a great touch. Yep.
It just didn't pop up back towards the net on
Right.
that touch. But
So you're running away from the net, trying to get to the ball while trying to set back towards the net, which is a tough thing to do.
yes, Ryan looking for his second pitcher
We'll
of
drop.
the year.
Ryan sets there, and that gets chorned into the stratosphere.
Yeah, great set there. Just in system.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see off a clean serve return. You
Yeah.
don't want to botch any sets.
Right.
Just play clean.
Yep.
Keep the game moving.
Nothing funky.
Nothing funky.
So we got 6-7. Gross serving Picone. It's a good serve. Handled and called high at some point there. Thought they were opting to play that. Will must be confident in serve receive here.
He's feeling good about it.
Goes for the drop. Will gets under it. Oh, and a nice little backhand righty flick off the net there. Rolls up, but Kyle's kind of on his heels, looking for maybe a backhand pull or something there, and kind of a that's not a typical shot. So
Kyle did a great job of force away the easy shot.
Yep.
But Will does hit those.
Yeah.
Does a great job finding that one square.
Come on, man!
Clip.
Will hits a nice reverse.
All right, so Kyle thinks he hit rim here.
It was close.
We get a replay on this. We got some fakes, and Kyle ends up just, or Ryan stands there in the middle, and Will takes the opportunity once Ryan stops moving to just hit the shot that he thinks he has, and he finds it. Observers call clean. That's a really nice reverse.
Really nice reverse. 9-6 now. As Will to serve again.
Steps out.
Get out there.
In his bag.
Nah, he's moving, dude. He's quick. Hang in a different ball. Good shit, good shit.
You playing those servers, you can fake both ways. With both hands is so hard to know what to do with your footwork and know where to be.
The amount of space you have to cover as
Right.
a receiver is ridiculous. Especially when
You got a face. Come on.
great rotation there from Will Picone in the touch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not in the direction of his teammate Rahul Murthy.
Yeah.
Point Kyle Ackermann and Ryan Gross.
Kyle back up to serve.
Okay, it's gotta be a split here. 7-9. Yeah, first.
We'll see because Will is on the
It's gotta be a lot.
left of his partner, where that serve won't be jamming between them. Kyle sets up a little bit more normal versus that wide step to force that bad touch.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Tries to
let's
get it
go,
on there to
dude.
play full
We
defense.
take those every single day.
But he faulted
Come on.
and point
He's only one day,
Murphy
only one day.
Picone.
But I'll take them any day.
Okay.
See if Rahul's got time in his bag here.
Yep.
Has double faulted every single time so far, I think, this game.
Yeah, I was about to ask, have we seen a big serve from Rahul?
There it
Now we
is.
have. And a good on two. Ryan, nice little dodge there.
That's all me.
Nice touch. Just great vision there from Kyle to hit on two, the
Yeah.
open space. Fortunately, Ryan got out of the way because that could have been easily detrimental for the
Yeah.
team, but great play there.
We even saw that earlier from Katie where she had that open except her partner, and that's unfortunate.
What was on the line?
That was rim.
That was a good rubber. Rahul wanted to play that one. You can see he's a little anger,
Yeah.
about it.
Shifting it onto the
Because
line.
the serves are coming in hot, they're coming in fast, they're coming
Yep.
in wide.
Here we go.
Want to play what you can.
Yep. You see him falling over for a rim serve there because he's trying to get a touch.
Yes,
Whatever it
come
takes. And that's a great job there from Ryan
Again,
Gross.
that's why you want to play the ones that hit the rim and pop up.
Yeah.
Come on, sir. First
Because
serve.
it's a great drop shot from
Yep.
Ryan Gross there.
Those are freebies.
Right here.
And just like that, Ackermann Gross, you're back in it. Just 9-10.
First. Come on, dude.
Good reverse there from Ryan. Make this 10-10. Ryan breaking back there. So this has really been, for the most part, the Ryan v. Will break game. Kyle has one of his own.
10.
I don't think we have a...
You have to find the board.
Yeah. Rahul may have a defensive touch. I know he and Will had a few defensive touches early, and then we've had a lot of serves since then.
Yeah.
It's been serve heavy, but not only serves. Good touches, good 1-2-3s. That's another good reverse.
I got fine.
He called high.
Yeah, come on.
Been called clean by Ben Bunzy,
But
the
observers
observer.
called clean,
Come on, let's go.
which I agree with. I think
Yeah,
that ball was
it
good.
looked
I
good.
definitely would have played that ball.
And
No, he's.
a couple arguments going on right now in the field about the observer positioning. I think Picone and Murphy took a timeout though, just to
So maybe shift over a little this way.
right after that. But
Yeah.
I see, they call a timeout, and now they're kind of just talking to strategy and getting back to come back to the game as they're down 11-10.
So, up 2 or 3 breaks there. Will and Rahul up 2 or 3 breaks there. And then Ryan breaking multiple times on a couple good serves. That's a big momentum switch. I think the timeout call is probably good. They had a bunch of momentum early and then seemed to kind of lose it, or just, Ryan and Kyle doing what they needed to. So I think that's the right call there. They're coming back to the net pretty quick here, ready to play. Just one a little.
Yeah, a little water break.
Yeah.
Little, honestly, stop the run, right?
Yep.
So girls got a couple serves in a row.
Right.
You don't want them to get hot. You don't want them to keep going on. You stop the run, reset, get your mind right, and come back and play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be put in a position where you don't feel like you're playing your game, right?
Correct.
Like, especially against where it matters, game of inches, and you have to trust yourself on serve receive, on defensive touches. If you're not feeling, your game, then it's really hard. And, game of inches and really fast plays, you have to be confident. So if you're not feeling that confident, you have to reset mentally. And if you can't, you might just need a minute.
Correct. So both teams get 1 timeout per game, so you'll get up to 3 in a series of 3, obviously.
Yep.
With an additional 5-minute injury timeout. So Picone and Murphy use theirs up for this game. Ackermann girls have 1 left. We'll see if they use that or not, how that plays out. Before the players are back in the court, we have a couple of technical difficulties, setting up a couple of extra cameras, whatnot, for you guys right before we get this game rolling.
I see Kyle and Ryan are kind of goofing around on the net right now, Kyle's saying, stay warm,
Gotta stay warm.
Got to stay warm. You want to stay in the game and not get checked out. But also, I just love to see the attitude here in the finals. This is their Kyle and Ryan together's biggest appearance of the year, and not getting super worked up about what's happening. Staying in the game, having fun. We got a little tip off.
Going on,
which went
hilarious.
pretty predictably Kyle's way, as he's
Kyle versus Rahul.
4
Kyle's
feet
gonna win
taller.
that. Just about.
Something
just
like
about.
that.
Yeah. Good to see the energy from the players, honestly, coming in.
Yeah.
Want to compete, want to win, but also, they're all friends.
Right.
Keeping a good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Which is great to see.
And
here we go.
First serve, come on.
All right, coming back. Reminder, Ryan serving 11-10 at will. Which has really been, for the most part, those two battling it out back and forth. So it's a fun point to watch here. Big break either way. That's a good serve. That's set. Nice from Rahul. Rahul sets that across to the other side of the net from far off, which means he's setting it further, but just absolutely butter, and it makes Kyle rotate on defense and takes Ryan totally out of the equation. And Will just waiting for that nicely with the left is perfect.
That's just the experience of Rahul.
Yeah.
Knowing where to set the ball.
Yep.
Because I feel like most people want to set it their right dominant hand when it's off the net, but no, you gotta play the players.
Yep.
Gotta see what the defense is. And
Yep.
Great play there from Rahul.
So Will 11-11. It's a good cut serve.
Nice, Ryan. Come on.
Oh.
That feels great.
And Ryan hits a little chorn.
I don't know. It's so close.
Barely 6-3 between Rahul and Will.
Yeah.
It's a great job closing that space and squeezing it in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to get beat on the either side of the defensive team. You want to get beat in the middle if you do get beat.
Yep.
They did a good job squeezing in. But great shot there from Gross.
So Kyle serving 12-11. Step out, super wide. Could high five Ryan if he wanted to.
No, you were standing up though. You didn't squat down at all. So it might
And
be
it's going
good.
to be called a pocket and second serve from Ackermann.
Come on, yeah, do it again.
As
Let's get locked.
they lead
Yeah, that's good.
12-11.
That's a good spot right there. For
Okay.
2-1.
Yes.
Second.
Second serve from Ackermann.
That's a great drop.
Go.
Rahul not happy with his receive on that.
I wonder if his knees playing a role in those drops.
Yeah.
0-2 in drops so far for Rahul.
Yep.
Yeah. First.
See if
And it's a good read by Kyle. Oh, good cut with the lefty there.
Yeah.
Oh, and a great touch by Ryan. Good up by Kyle, and Ryan goes for the aggressive backhand off net there. You don't have a ton of options, so if you're feeling one,
trying to recreate the press and bias.
you got to swing. Yeah,
Nationals
absolutely.
clip there.
Absolutely. But that's a good touch by Ryan. Kyle with a reasonably good set, and I love to see him hustling for that and making that play.
Lays out. You want to give Ryan a chance, right? And
Yeah.
he did. And unfortunately, Ryan couldn't connect, but not a bad look there from Ackermann Gross.
So Murthy gets to serve 12s. That'll be high.
Kyle, do you have a picture?
Yeah. 2.
Yes. Second serve here from Murphy. Also, we have obviously third that's going on right now. Creamy versus Murmur Sparkle. We'll try to keep you guys updated on that. I know all you boys from Michigan and Georgia, Tennessee want to know what's going on over there because those guys want points, and that game's important for them as well.
That third place.
Third place game.
Third place points versus fourth place points. Different.
Big place. Oh yeah, big difference there.
That's a good drop by Ryan there. Rahul digs it, and I feel like Anger puts that away, honestly. You know, he's happy with his up there, but he's probably tired of getting dropped, and he wants to send that ball and send a message like, kind of freaking done with this.
Yeah, I'm done with it. And that's the
Yeah,
Rahul
go
that-
touch this ball if you can.
And that's the Rahul that needs to come out to win this game. That's the Rahul that won nationals last year.
Totally agree.
When he plays Anger, he plays better.
Yeah, that aggression is awesome. And that's a great reverse.
Freaking goal. Come on.
Wow, it just jumped so much. And
Wowie. That didn't.
the ability that Will has to disguise the reverse with the cut is the difference there,
Yeah.
right? Kyle jumps to his cut, but it didn't.
And honestly, good touch by Kyle. Great in-system set by Kyle there. Ooh.
Oh, so bad. That was straight rim. That was straight rim.
And up from Will,
That was clean.
but they call rim. And that'll go to observers here.
I don't know.
Talking about what happened on that hit, and we have a rim call.
Good try. You're really
It
confident.
was very loud. I could hear it from here. Obviously, there's a mic from that, but
Yeah, for
very
sure.
loud. But sometimes sparklers are loud. But
Yep.
Will for confident in his call, and he gets it.
Come on.
As we are 15-14 here.
First.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel good.
Struggling with that one. He's struggling with that one.
You be on your toes here. Ready, set. Come on.
Will Picone now filled himself. Trying to get another break here. As we said, it's a Picone Gross matchup here.
Yeah.
Get the drop. Kyle goes on two. Rahul almost with a touch there.
He's standing right
Yeah,
in front of me.
Rahul's a really good job of sneaking into that open area where
It was right here.
Gross
He's standing in
stinks.
front of me.
Well, you didn't make any effort at all. You just stood there.
Dude, you're standing in front of me.
Okay, so I
Any
think
effort, I just
what
literally
Will
crush
and
into you.
is trying to
You're like
discuss
a-
here is
you're
that
like a,
he
hey.
had a chance at that.
On a defensive touch.
Defensive touch. Rahul did get a touch.
I should have made
That's
a
good.
much
But
further effort.
I
Hey,
think
your touch
Argument
surprised
Gross
me.
I didn't see it either.
discussing that, Will was kind of standing there.
Yeah,
He
Right.
didn't have a chance.
honestly didn't
Yeah.
know where the ball was,
And
but where it ended
observers
up,
agree with Ackermann Gross.
15s.
All right, so Kyle serving 15-15. And that's a good cut.
Come on!
And Will pops that up. Rahul has to do a lot of work to get there and can't get that back to the net.
Yeah, unfortunately the ball fell too quickly for him.
Yeah.
Before he got there.
Yeah.
Great point. Great break right there from
A
Ackermann.
little bit of
Gross.
wind here. Not too bad, but that affects the trajectory of that ball and it not being as lofty. That's another good serve from Kyle, handled by Rahul, and a beautiful in-system set by Will there.
I think Tommy Drake calls him in the no-hit zone for Rahul.
I saw it right here.
That's Dylan's call.
I saw it.
Then he's in his way. That's what I'm saying. And he's in his way.
So obviously Picone and
Okay,
Murphy
and my
not
call is then Kyle is
happy
going
with that
his
call,
way
but
because
Tommy Drake, the
Rahul
observer,
did
calls
not
it
jump.
no-hit
I
zone
don't think
call
it
on
was close.
Rahul, which would give
whatever.
Ackermann Gross a break point.
Whatever.
I think they want the observers to talk about that, so they're going to come together, see if anyone saw anything different. If not, that call will stand on the no-hit zone.
Come on. Let's go, Ryan. Good job.
Yep, so this call stands, no-hit zone violation on Murphy.
7-5.
So we
And
got
First.
17-15. Kyle,
I like that one.
little soundbite.
trying to get the reverse cut
Yep.
going with some power. Not a bad swing. Up two
And-
breaks.
Yeah,
Later in the game.
yeah, and that just kind of happened, like the way that they got up there.
Like literally there.
Dude, that's
He's got
literally
plenty to do.
Good plays by Ackermann and Gross to get up there, and then that no-hit zone call's big to put them up two breaks. Got a side call there, which was confirmed.
Take hold here. Come on.
For about observer Tommy Drake, here we go.
This is where you need Rahul to do something.
Yeah.
Rahul's got to put something into this game. And he's been playing really well, but he doesn't have those breaks that he has often.
Yeah.
And this is where you need it. 16-17 is definitely where you need it.
Yeah, looks like Will has definitely been.
And that's high. Rahul can't find it.
And obviously the frustration comes down on Rahul as he double faults at least his 9th, 10th time in the game.
A lot of double faults.
And it's hard to win when you can't go and put a serve on the net. That's for sure.
He may be like 1 for 9, something like that. 2 for 10. And Ryan goes for the left.
It goes to show how good Picone's playing right now.
Yeah.
As you know, Ackermann and Gross are both getting breaks.
Yeah.
But Picone's just, I would say, carrying the team right now.
Yeah.
We'll see if Murphy wakes up for the end of this game.
Yeah. And that's a good dig on that drop. And what might have been a tempting on 2, there. I appreciate Will just setting that ball. Rahul's a great hitter. He really is.
A lot of power.
Let him have that option. Don't do something stupid, at this point in the game, unless you have a wide open shot.
Correct. That's the biggest thing as well. You want to play simple at this level.
Yeah.
You don't want to give, like we said, don't want to give away the little mistakes. And
Will's reaching with these big fakes, trying to get Gross or Ackermann moving.
Ackermann holds his ground though very well there.
Yeah. I like his service receive.
Ackermann also has a lot of experience. He's been in this stage before.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing out there.
And that's a great left. Will just steps out, 0 fake, pops that left.
That was wide.
Oh man. And that's a lefty serve on a lefty, a tall lefty player.
Yeah, that's uncommon.
Kind of a bold move.
Uncommon, but I mean, Will's got that in his bag. I mean, obviously he's thinking about the strategy. He's thinking about how many fakes he's going to do. It's all thought out.
Yeah.
He practices all this.
Yeah.
And it's paying off for him, and that's a great serve.
Yeah, that's not a random serve. That's not a random play. There's a lot of practice that goes into that, and then Will has a lot of experience as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as a few of these guys, but I feel like he's been in the game, coming up, kind of in the Raleigh and Virginia scene, living in Virginia, playing a lot of Raleigh events, a lot of Richmond events, and has a lot of tournament experience himself.
Yeah,
that's a good receive by Ryan, and Will collapses on that really well, but Ryan's able to pull that past him as he slides in and just barely misses Will's shoulder. That's a great put away by Gross.
Great shot there from Gross, yeah.
You're completely clean.
And that's big, holding that break, staying up, 19-18. Kyle gets to serve. And that's a big rim.
Dude, I can't, that's so stupid. What's going on here? I have no idea.
So the couple discussion with the lines here. So it looks like the line of the 6-foot serve line is over the soccer field turf line.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see exactly where the serving line is.
Yeah.
That's what they're discussing with right now. It looks like they kind of figured it out. Observers know where it is, and we play on.
Yeah. Second.
Kyle reached out, goes for kind of an on serve. Yeah. Oh, and a little bit of a touch. Can't react to it quickly. Ball's still going away from the net.
Yeah.
That's a good dig.
Great dig.
Rahul collapsed on that a little bit quick and almost maybe jammed himself up coming in on that drop, thinking it's going to be a little bit shorter, but a good touch.
Great touch.
Nonetheless.
Great bit there from Gross. Ackermann trying to get a touch up.
And again, Rahul gets a chance at the biggest point in the game to make a break, 19-19. I wouldn't want to give Gross the ball 2019. So that's a good serve, and that's up, and Kyle can't get that on. So they do go up, giving them the chance to close out the game here, and that's unbelievably big. Like I said, Ryan has so many breaks in this game on serves.
Rahul finally came up, showed up a little bit. Not even the greatest serve he can hit, but put the pressure on it, forced the break. Great play there from Murphy.
And Rahul plays on a team called Double Clutch for a reason.
Yeah.
Man can clutch up.
Point 19.
And we'll see if he can close it out here. That's a good reverse. Eaten by Gross. Gross pulls that. Will collapsed on that net. Not maybe in the perfect defensive position, but that set's just really nice. Gives them a ton of options.
Middle of the net. Gross has height. He can, hit it any direction. Great footwork there.
Big props to Kyle.
Great put away.
That's nuts.
Yep. Great set from Ackermann. 20 all.
And that's a crazy lefty serve. I heard a high call. I heard a side call.
Thank you.
What? Really? No way.
Observers talking a little bit.
So
that was a crazy left.
Who calls it immediately outside? And you remember, if it's anywhere on that 3/4 of the net or one third of the net on the left side, it's a bad serve.
Yeah.
Hard to see from our angle. Hard to see from Kyle's angle. I guess they're going to redo it, or did they call side?
I heard a side call, so that'll be Ryan's second. Rahul eats that and gets the put away.
Great shot.
Send it to 21-21. Or
21-20.
21-20, correct. So they're up. Picone gets to serve Ackermann. This is probably the exact rotation I would want.
Yep.
If I was Will. Will sets up facing the net, which isn't his maybe most common stance. Sometimes you get that instep. But great cut serve there. Good recovery set by Ryan. And Rahul gets a touch, but it's not up.
Great flick there from Ackermann as he moves around his feet around the net.
Very good.
To hit and kind of hits it into Rahul, which is not a great spot.
And a good set and footwork by Ryan there. Almost jumping over the net, coming right by the net and setting kind of over his shoulder. Incredibly hard to do well.
Yep.
Got a little reverse attempt from Ackermann, who didn't find it.
Second serve, 21 all. Let's see if we can
21-20. No, sorry.
put some pressure here and get the break back, get the mini back. We could be seeing a
little net pressure check.
A very long game here.
Yeah, I am so down. I love extras so much.
No one's hitting great serves here.
Come on. Let's go.
So that's 22-21. Again with Rahul getting a chance to close this out. Or a big hold from Ackermann Gross here.
There we go. Yep.
There's not. Here we go. Steps out, goes for the left.
First swing of the day, or first swing of the game lefty for
Rahul,
but it's there. He has that.
Yep. Which could be seen as positive or a negative, honestly. I mean, they haven't seen it yet. They might think, oh, he's not hitting lefts today. Good serve. Good set, and a great backhand put away. Super clean, super in system. And that's what Ackermann Gross has been doing today that they've needed to do this season. They've been playing great. They haven't been making errors. We really haven't seen a lot of errors on either side. Just good round net. People getting breaks by making big plays, not missing big plays.
And system, both teams are playing clean, and just the importance of getting great serve on.
Yeah.
It's going to make the difference here, either on the ace or forcing a bad touch.
One thing that's often overlooked is just setting, right? Like these big serves, big whatever, big defensive touches. You have to set the ball super well. Both these teams have been setting incredibly well, whether it's in system or off net. We got another drop on Rahul, and that looks like maybe a little defensive miscommunication. Rahul's right-hand pole was open the whole point.
Yep.
So I think you got to hit it, and he does.
Rahul, if you're giving him the easy shot, you got to take it. Rahul does. Gets the point, and they're up 23-22.
Rahul's probably 99 for 100 on the easy shot, so you have to take it away. You got to make him do something crazy or
going in the crowd every time.
So we got 23-22. Picone, another chance to close it.
23-22.
See what he does here.
Steps out. Hits some fakes. Good reverse. Handled by Kyle, who hits a nice lefty put away. That's so clutch.
It looks like Kyle didn't jump for the fake righty, so he stayed on the reverse. So it's kind of like just right at him.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
It didn't look like a good serve because of the way Kyle handled it. It was a great serve.
Oh, I love that.
Kyle leans into that one, kind of forcing that ball up and away.
Second serve here for Ackermann.
They're still down this break, so they have to get one, and then they're up the break, and they have to get another one. So there's a reverse. Will handles it and puts that ball away right through two defenders right on the net.
Finds the gap.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, great shot there. Great set from Rahul. Obviously, it's not to put it over the middle of the net, but Picone does a great job of pushing it through the players. Let's see if Murphy can
pull one out.
Here.
That's probably high.
A little bit high. Agree.
I think you saw them maybe think about playing it. Smart not to.
Definitely don't want to put yourself in a situation yourself where
if you're sure of your call, that's a good receive. Kyle with an in-system step. Will swinging around and just gets torn. Good defensive position from Rahul. He can't do anything there. Good fast movement from Picone coming around, and Rahul and Will have been running a really stellar defense. They've been synced up in a way that you do not see mashups sync up almost ever.
Yeah. Obviously, you have a full day of round net playing. Oh, great serve there for girls.
Come on.
The ability that these players have to just hit the balls over players, through players, around players. It's a great round net out here.
Yep.
And the minute we run, they're going to hit foot.
And it's a great hold there for Coney Murphy, as Will get his fourth attempt to close out the game.
I think so. 25-24. Fakes a lot and hits nada.
Not a bad angle there, though.
No.
See it from here.
Yep.
Thought it connected would have been great. Second serve.
Set up with that kind of front stance, which we haven't seen a ton from him, and now we see a different stance. We've seen at least 3, maybe 4 stances from Will. He's switching it up, but he hits a lot of the same serve from those stances. Just gives him different angles, different options.
Good catch. Hey, you caught that. You caught it.
There.
You caught it.
And we're to 25s.
Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention. I thought that was nice for just a second.
Yeah. Just a little bit
Nice with the quick left. He hit that on Ackermann earlier. Not a bad idea to go for it again.
Not a bad, yeah. And let's think about it, right? You got to change it up to where it's weird enough where
Yeah.
it gets Ackermann to jump again. Or,
Right.
Or Gross
Right.
to jump again.
It didn't look.
And his usual is to hit a lot of fakes, 3-4 seconds of fakes. And so going into a quick serve like that every once in a while is really smart. That's a good serve by Kyle. Will handles it. Good set. A touch. Oh, and a touch by Will. Rahul gets that up. And Will barely misses the net from off net.
What a great play from Ackermann Gross.
Wow.
See the frustration from Picone and Murphy. Trying to hang on.
Incredible touch by Ryan here, and a good set by Kyle. Ryan gets it on, and Rahul sets that up a little bit off net.
Just
Great play.
couldn't get on the net from Picone. Good try.
And oh, and that's an incredible serve.
Just like that, it's over. Great
Wow.
serve from Ackermann.
So a defensive break there, and then an insane lefty no-touch ace by Ackermann to close out game 1. And I think we're going to get a replay at that point, which is just incredible. The serve here at the end. Kyle sets up wide, serving between Rahul and Will, steps out, and incredible.
And gets the game.
Just such a good no-touch. And again, here's this replay of that body up, and a good set by Kyle there. Ryan adjusts really well to hit that with pushing just a little bit.
It looked like Rahul was a little lost in the set off Will's body, which kind
Yeah.
of left the set a little short.
Yep.
Wasn't able to convert, but
Yep.
wow, what a play. What a close out there from Ackermann.
And that's just
Gross.
so clutch from Ackermann and Gross to just hold on. It's not that Will and Rahul weren't hitting serves. They were hitting some serves at the level of what we've seen the whole game.
Yeah.
And Ackermann and Gross figured out what they needed to do. They played at an incredible level, and then to get a defensive break on that, collapsing well, setting well,
That's great.
that's big.
They did a great job. Obviously, Picone doing what he can for Team Picone and Murphy, getting a bunch of aces. Just couldn't connect with the last couple
Yeah.
ones. And, he's upset because he had it in his hands.
Yeah.
And he just double faulted.
Yeah,
Or-
up a couple breaks there,
Yep.
getting into the end, and then getting broken back so that it goes into extras, and big holds.
Big holds. Big holds from Gross Ackermann. And I think that's like their play style, right? They're not – I mean, Gross has great serves.
Yeah.
They both play good defense, but they're good because they can hold. They can hold well.
Yeah.
They can hold against great servers.
Yeah, for sure.
And we just proved it, and they just won game 1 because of that.
And we talked about Gross being the better server on that team, and he got a lot of breaks on those serves.
Yep.
Kyle got those 2 aces for himself, though, including one
True.
to end the game. And so Kyle really holding his own, playing incredibly well, and that's where that the grind comes in during the season to improve
100%.
your ability to break when it matters there. The more opportunities you take that you don't break, the more you're serve receiving Will and Rahul at game point and putting yourself in a spot with the potential to lose.
Correct. Yeah, that's very true. Players are also getting water, still very hot, kind of windy. I think we're ready for an entertainment second game, as obviously Picone and Murphy are going to come back fighting, and they're not going to give it to them that easily.
Yeah.
And want to force game 3. At the same time, Gross Ackermann know that they want to win in 2 if possible. Statistically, if you win game 2 and it forces game 3, the winner of game 2 wins the game.
Gotcha.
The match, right? Because they come from that
Right.
momentum.
Momentum back,
But
swing.
we'll be right back here with game 2 in a couple minutes. And welcome back here to the Raleigh SCS finals. We have a great matchup here as we have Murphy, Picone, and Gross Ackermann battling it out. Finals.
Yeah, and we saw an electric game 1 where Ackermann Gross came back and were able to clutch up down the break deep into extras. We had 27-25, so medium deep into extras, and they were able to clutch up, get a defensive break, and then Kyle lefty no-touch aces out.
Yeah.
Super big.
Insane play from Kyle, and the play before that, he had a great touch.
Yeah.
And they closed out, and we'll see if Picone or Rahul or Picone and Murphy can come back, bounce back, force game 3, or if Ackermann Gross will be the champions.
Yeah. Will's got the ball in his hands. starting game 2. 0-0. See what he can do. He had a ton of breaks game 1. That's a good shot.
Great job there from Kyle, splitting the defense.
Yeah. Not a super easy shot.
Not easy.
Kyle made it look easy, but going down the middle there with that backhand flick, even though it's his dominant hand with the lefty, not that easy to do. A lot of lips on that shot.
A lot of lips on that shot, you agree. I mean, just technically sound, fundamentally knows what he's doing. Great footwork. It all comes down to little things that he does well.
And being confident coming into this game. Good reverse there. Rahul handles it. Rahul sends that ball. Kyle, long off screen, trying to track it down. Doesn't get near it.
Almost gets hindered by the observer, but gets around him. But just unfortunately, wasn't able to track it down as Rahul booms it.
And Rahul has been putting that ball away with, with purpose and consistency. Yeah, absolutely. And so we've seen Will setting really well, and Rahul just smacking that.
Yeah, I wonder if Ackermann grows.
You got me, come on.
Oh, and that's a crazy touch there. No way with Rahul with a falling touch. Will with a beautiful set, and Rahul with that lefty put away. We're going to get to see that again, which I'm excited about. Ryan with a good hit, and that's just the craziest. I don't know, did that come off? What body part did that come off?
I think it came off.
Do we have any idea?
It was Rahul's hand by the rim.
Oh, there
Will
it is.
Jumping midair, finds his balance, sets him butter, and Rahul puts it away. Great play there from
another good angle. Perfect. Yeah, and it is. And Will, as he's falling there, making that touch is so big.
That's a really hard set.
Yeah.
Because number one fundamental setting is balance.
Yeah.
And he did not have balance there. Great play there from Gross Ackermann. Let's take a point.
Kyle pulls that. Kyle pulls.
And here comes Kyle to serve with his wide stance.
This is the serve we saw close out game 1. He's going back to it. It's a nice, I think that may have been a reverse or a push. Kyle with a great touch, hits the flick. Will reads. Good set by Rahul. And a nice drop
by Picone. Possibly could have been aware and not giving up in the place there.
Yeah.
Great set there from.
That's an easy play to be in the middle of and think, I have to rip this ball. But once you see the momentum of both people falling away from the net there, that's a really, really nice backhand drop onto the net. And even dropping it low enough that Kyle, once he realizes and starts coming back, it only drops an inch or two off the net. So you don't have an opportunity to come back to that.
Cool as a cucumber. Makes a play.
No, you see that, yeah.
Saves the break. Good swing there for Picone.
So Picone and Murthy, as they were in game 1, playing early up a little bit.
Yeah.
That puts you in a good spot up this break.
Dude, I'm so out on this. Sorry. Fair. Tommy's got hands.
Kyle trying to get rid of these.
Some of the balls there. It just
makes sense.
You got to feel good mentally, and if it's bothering him, get that out of there. You know?
3-2.
Yeah.
Any little things might knock off your mental game. Just get rid of them.
All right. Here we go.
Unless it's your opponents. You can't get rid of those.
Can't get rid of those.
Unless you beat them in 2. And then you're done.
Then you're out of here.
So Ryan serving Picone 3-3. Steps back. Goes for a sick drop, and that's insane. That's so short.
The way that he sells it is the key there, right? It makes you take a step back.
Right.
And then before you know it, it's on the ground.
And the way he draws back his body in those plays, whether he's going for the left, the right, the jam, the cut, the reverse, is that same spot.
And that's I'm talking about the key to selling it. You don't know what's going to come out of that.
You can't come in on the drop, but you also almost can't not.
Yeah, true.
So that's just great.
Great play there from Gross.
Good break to put them up the mini break.
I think it's 4. Yeah, correct. 4-4 now.
Yep.
I think I said 4-3.
Okay, I thought you said 4.
Okay, might be.
Or maybe it's 4th. Right, it's 4-4. Correct.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
First.
Rahul serving. Swings big.
Big swing. Again, hasn't connected yet. I mean, it's early in the game, but we want to see him connect some of his powerful serves.
Yep.
Especially if they want to force game 3 here.
So a quick chat with Will and Rahul there. And that's a great serve. A big cut from Rahul when they needed it.
Yeah, so obviously not the widest serve ever, but a lot of spin.
Yeah.
Super fast at Ryan's body.
Yeah.
Kind of bobbled it and get the break point.
5-4.
Yep.
First.
Got you.
Yep.
Another great serve.
Oh, and a
Come
good
on,
serve.
keep
It's
ripping.
behind
Come on,
Ryan.
keep
He's
ripping.
running around trying to set either with his right over across his body or with his left. And that's a really tough set to make.
Very tough
Catches
serve.
his body trying to set that back.
Great serve pressure again there from Murphy.
These are 2 breaks for Rahul. I think he had
And yeah, this
0 breaks in
yeah,
the first
this-
game.
we didn't see this in game 1, and this could be the key as long
Yeah.
as Picone comes back and hits a couple bangers
Yep.
himself.
And that's another good cut.
Will is moving while he's
Yo,
serving.
Ooh.
I can move.
No,
back.
I disagree.
I did not move. That's a terrible call. I did not
And
take a single step.
that was a
I
good
went
serve.
on
I
my
think
toes
everyone
and
agrees
bounced. I
that's
did not
good. We
go
have
back.
a little bit of discussion about Will's movement.
Good call.
Dude, that's unreal.
5-6, let's go.
So the call here is Will was
You take a
bouncing
step
up and
while
down,
he's
but Ackermann is calling that he's moving side to side, which is illegal, which would be a fault. I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
They're discussing it.
5-6.
Observers seem to be involved, I think. I don't think they are.
I don't know how the observers are not involved at this
Right.
point. This is their call to make if a player on the realm makes a call about
No,
that.
got a point. I want to play that way?
5-6.
All right. Congratulations.
And here we go. We're going to move on with the game. 5-6. Ackermann to serve.
5-6.
Yeah.
First.
And an absolute banger from Kyle coming out of that.
I think
I stay pretty still on that.
Will wasn't mentally recovered from, the arguments of the last call. And
So we have Kyle just
takes advantage.
swinging lefty, no fakes really, just from his instep stance there, just absolutely ripping one. And
Great
that'll
cut
put
serve.
them tied up at 6-6 going into what I believe is maybe an unofficially called timeout by Will and Rahul. I think we'll make it official for them
Correct.
on stream.
I mean, great set from Kyle. Obviously, it was a little heated between the call,
Yeah.
the pass, and got it Will Picone's
Yeah.
head. You don't want to let that affect the
Yeah.
game. You want to forget that play of your Picone and just come on.
And you see
keep
it.
swinging.
You see it affecting Will there. He didn't
Yeah.
take a stab. He didn't do any of the normal things he would be doing on. That was a great serve by Ackermann.
Yeah.
It may have beat Will anyway, but he obviously isn't dialed in on that like
Correct.
he should be. And so you have to take a second, get back in the
Get back in the
game,
game.
and be able to play your game.
That's another thing about the mental game, right? If you make a mistake or if some call doesn't go your way, you got to be able to bounce back.
Yeah.
Forget and move on, and that's a part of being a great player. And I'm not saying Picone doesn't have that, but he's a little immature
Yeah.
on that part of the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, showed it there.
Well up. We've seen it. We've seen him do really well in that this season. Him
Yeah.
and Coleman keeping each other in games, doing what they need to do,
I've heard you
and
can
playing
step
well
back and
together.
forth.
And
Bro, why do you
I think
leave
his
the
head
rules like
game's
that? It
improved a
doesn't
lot
make
this
sense.
year. This one's getting to him.
Okay.
Yeah. Still talking about it.
Oh, I can't move.
Needs to let it go.
Call me on that. You can't stand there.
Oh, you stepped.
I know.
So we'll see Ackermann set up big, 6-6.
5-6.
No.
6s, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 6-6.
6 all.
Yeah.
See what happens here.
Stepping out wide. Hits a rim.
So I can step after him.
And they will not play
Yeah, I
that.
think it's after contact.
That's
Yeah.
like on the
That's what I did
observer
last
test.
time,
That's like a rule on the observer
That's what I
test.
did last time.
Second serve here for Ackermann.
6 all.
How's he watching
you're
him
left
and you?
Yeah, apparently he's just watching me, so he's not watching what he's supposed
He's
to.
watching his serve and your feet.
Apparently.
How's that possible?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Second.
Cal trying to keep this game moving. Will and Rahul not really wanting to keep it moving.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a good hold.
I was left.
Great hole there. Great serve from Kyle.
Back in.
No, I know. Yeah, that's fine.
Another reason why that serve is
gotta help you
effective
out,
is
too. I gotta
it's
crash
a
it.
weird angle to set
That's
from.
another
Yeah.
one we can get.
It's an uncommon angle to set from,
better.
and he showed it a little bit. It was an awkward set. They played it well and got the point, but that's what you want. You want to make the team uncomfortable. But go
Well,
ahead and serve now.
hit some fakes.
Yeah.
Goes big cut. A little bit of a lip.
Yeah.
Wonder if he finds his groove again.
Yeah.
Forgets those points, comes back and hits a couple bangers.
They're still up the break. It's not like they're down. It feels like they're down because there's this momentum. Oh, there's a great serve and a good set. Will rolls over to that and can't quite get under it. But they're still, now we go to 7-7, but they're up that mini break. And, they've got to keep that in mind. Like,
Gotta
you're
keep
not
that in
down
mind.
here.
Not down.
You're in a good spot. You just got to play your game. Rahul's getting breaks. Will needs to get some breaks too.
Great look, dude.
Big swing.
Big swing doesn't connect. Jams into a pocket.
7 seconds.
Second serve here.
Service.
No.
Gross will go for a super low drop, which will hit the net twice.
So, it's a good drop when it barely doesn't clip off.
yeah.
That would have been unreal
Yeah.
if it came off.
Maybe quarter inch
Ungettable.
from just an ungettable drop.
Yep. Great look there from Gross.
So yeah, 8-7. Murthy up to serve. Hits a Good cut serve, crazy good in-system set there from Ryan. Gives Kyle a lot of options, and Kyle's able to hit that push. Will swing around, he's close on that ball.
Yeah. So making good reads, just a second or step too short a couple times here, Picone.
Yep.
See if you can adjust, get a couple touches.
That's a great lefty serve. Will with a textbook set, and Kyle gets kind of chorned there. Good hit by Rahul.
Yeah.
We got someone in, kind of that right around the no-hit zone line or around the serving line. You either go low when they jump or you chorn them, and he was able to chorn over a pretty tall player.
Yeah, which is a good look for Rahul.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when we chorn Drucker at pickup. We're 6'9".
Yeah.
It's a little accomplishment. You chorn over Drucker, you can chorn it over anybody.
That's a new, round net badge you can add to your Boy Scout band.
I thought I served last time.
And players here kind of deciding on if they got the right score, if they got the right serving order.
And we do.
I think they do.
9-8. Yeah, first.
9-8. Will back up. Faking. Ryan chilling. They'll take that touch. Good set. Will collapses. Great touch. Murthy takes off but can't get to it.
Literally ruined the entire final for me. I'm just in a shitty mood now.
Yeah, so obviously great touch from Picone, but
Can't even
that's the thing about it. When he goes up,
Gotta focus on
Murphy
fucking moving.
got to find the ball.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it in time, and
Yeah,
point Ackermann grows.
for sure.
Great receive.
That's a good set. Will sits on that, makes a great play, and is able to flick that right past Will. And Rahul, he found a gap, and that's not an in-system 1-2-3 finding a gap. That's after a touch there, and off a good set.
Good set. Great set. Great put away. Will's still kind
There's
of
that.
flustered.
That's a really nice lefty backhand flick we saw. And Kyle coming around, and Ackermann Gross seemed to have be playing a lot better on defense than they did in game one, and much closer to touches, whereas we pretty much saw them getting chorned close or just beat by good hits.
Split the gap or go move around.
Yeah, so they're running a little bit more of a funnel with someone off net than they did in game one, where they were collapsing, I feel like.
Just good play. 10-10 here.
See if that pays off.
Hi.
That's a big cut. We've got a high call. Observers call high.
Hi. What the fuck?
Obviously, Murphy
Will gets to go again.
upset about it, but he gets to get another serve out of it.
Yep.
Second serve here, 10-10.
I had a good angle on that. I'm very in on that high call.
Yeah, I agree. It was a little high.
Rahul swings again. That was the same height, but they play it this time, and Will can't quite rotate around.
Just an inch away from the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to. I just kind of want to put it over the net, but.
But Ackermann grows, get the point.
Thanks, Phil.
Hey, Kyle, good time to take over here.
11-10. Let's see if Kyle can conjure a couple breaks here to put this game to bed. You want to do that if you're Gross Ackermann.
Yeah.
You want to stay in their heads. You want to keep them uncomfortable, and you want to win them too.
Playing uncomfortable is a totally different game than playing comfortable. It really is. And so if you get someone in the spot where they're feeling a little bit on the rocks, a little bit shaky, you want to capitalize on that. You want to hit dingers and
100%.
make them go chase it.
100%. Second serve here for Ackermann.
That's a good serve. Will with a nice rotation. Backhand flick. Kyle close on that touch.
He did.
A good read.
Just hit the wrong part of his hand.
Yep.
So it's crazy to see that the demeanor of Murphy changed.
Yeah.
It's still 11-11. It's still in the game.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Still
It's right there.
Very close, like you said earlier. And if you're Rahul, you want to pump up Will.
Yeah.
You want to get him back in his game because
Yeah.
he delivered on 6-7 aces last
Yeah,
game. And
absolutely.
He's got maybe won this game.
And I think if you get that freight train back running, it's going to be hard to stop. But it's not running right now. There's one. Good cut. And that's a great pull.
Come on. Great set.
Great play. Great set.
That's that lefty pull's the shot there.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what's happening there. Someone's got to be on that shot.
Yeah.
Can I go in, Tom?
That's the easiest shot.
Yeah.
Open.
Especially with a tall lefty player, they're going to take that shot every time.
Good for Gross and Ackermann for recognizing
Yeah.
that.
And setting to where you can hit that shot, right? Setting against the defense.
Yeah. 12-11.
Not just kind of carelessly setting. Good swing there. Rahul stomps that ball.
So what I just did there,
Went
I
for
went on
reverse,
one foot.
maybe?
Is that a step?
I don't know.
I've actually had that same
How do
question.
you not know? You know the rules so well.
Not that well.
2-1.
Yeah.
First.
And another drop attempt there from Ryan. Didn't find it.
Another double in the net. Super short.
But super close.
Super close.
And that's kind of the thing with those drops is if you're going to go for that drop that's an ace, every once in a while, you know, it's not going to be 100% consistent.
Correct.
And you have to be able to live with that. You have to be able to use that just like all your other serves that you don't hit all the time. And that's a good cut. And Kyle goes on 2.
Lefty on 2.
Lefty on 2.
Great receive from Gross. Puts it over the net.
And that's just a super smart
Textbook.
play.
Yeah.
And really not undefendable, but you're not going to get a touch on a great serve receive there. They're set in good spots if that ball gets back up.
For sure. Ackermann here now.
Great angle on Kyle serving here. Hits a cut that's high.
So you got this. Here you go. Thanks. Come on,
Second surfer for Ackermann. See if he can keep, stepping on the gas.
Second.
With a good defensive touch here or an ace.
They're up the break. 13-12. Now to go back to Will serving Kyle.
Hey, I got you here.
And
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
If you're Will here, what do you need an ace.
Yeah.
To get back in the game and get back in it mentally.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
I had you, dude.
And that's not it.
Reverse, right?
It's a good swing, but doesn't connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And that's true, for some of these top-level players that they're serving so good so consistently. When they're not, it just throws off your game a little bit and throws off your overall confidence. That's not just it's not just the break or not the break. It's am I playing good right now? And if you're not hitting serves, you maybe start to feel like I'm not playing good right now. The rest of your game could be totally fine, but you're in your head about that.
Correct, 100%. I mean, it is a serving game.
Yeah.
And at this level, if you're playing good, it's you're ripping serves.
Yeah, come on.
That's a great serve by Kyle there. A little bit of question about that. That's just a really wide, fast cut. Rahul can't get.
Remember, the whole ball is going to be over the shoulder, and it looked like maybe a little part of it was over, but part of it was clean. So that's ruled clean by the observer.
And that's a big break.
Big break there.
15-13 is, what a great receive by Will on a good reverse.
Same thing, dude.
And he, righty backhand flicks that.
Great shot.
It's a good shot.
Great shot. Great set from Rahul. Great receive, obviously, from Picone.
And that's a big hold.
Big hold.
Staying at 14-15 here. Get the ball in the hands of Rahul. Let him do some damage. And we'll see if he can find that. He's still between the two games, still light on crazy serves, which we see a lot from him. Saw a lot of those at Nationals, got them a championship, and that one's good, but handled. And a crazy up from Rahul. Great set from Will, and that's put away by Murthy.
What a play.
And that's incredible.
This game, come on.
The body up from Rahul being aware near the net was just perfect. Great set from Picone, and Rahul able to put it away.
And he was upset about the way that serve was handled, and he's kind of standing there and slides in last minute. I think it worked to his favor because that shot was open. And then, when Ryan goes for that pull, he just slides under it, casually. I can't do anything that good casually. And another great body up from Rahul. That ball's gone into the stratosphere. It's a good body out. Will's, running around there a little bit off kilter and isn't able to make that set.
Again,
Makes sense.
One of those situations where the ball goes right on the goes off your body to the right spot.
Yeah.
And just beats the ball beats close to the ground.
Yep.
What is it? 6'5"? 6'5". Let's go. We're up here.
That's a good
hold there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost lucky hold, It was a great
Yeah.
touch from him.
Yeah, it was. That's a great cut. Good set by Rahul there, and a nice body from Kyle. That set from Ryan is nutty. Rahul's there. Good set by Will. That's hit, but miss hit. And Ryan's able to pull that past Rahul to clutch up this point. We're going to get a replay of this. This is an incredible. And Rahul with a good touch there. And this has to be a put away. But Kyle's sitting on it.
Kyle, that's got to be the play of the day, right?
Yeah,
As
and a
both
great
teams
funnel
gets
from
great-
Kyle. Puts a hand up even.
Talk about being in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
For Gross.
And Gross and Kyle were able to convert on less controlled touches than Rahul and Will, who had a crazy controlled touch. And then there's a reverse from Ackermann to put them up another break. Now 18-15 in Game 2 after winning Game 1.
That could be the dagger.
That could be it.
That could be the dagger. Mostly because Murphy and Picone, you can see Murphy bending down. Picone, they're defeated. You gotta build. Anything is possible. You gotta be able to get back in this game.
Yeah, and we've seen their timeout used. So Rahul and Will sitting here with no timeout.
Yep. No timeout. Ackermann
Because
and Gross just feeding off of it.
Yeah. So you just got to ride this out. You got to get your head back in it without that extra time, and that's a good serve. Good serve receive by Will. Good set, in-system play. Kyle sitting on that, though.
Not in a terrible spot. Gets the unfortunately too many touches or whatnot.
Yeah.
On the soft, but not a bad attempt there. Gross and Ackermann obviously have their head still in the game. Want to finish out in 2, and right now, the way they're playing, it's looking like it's going to be that way.
And it's getting late in the game, but we saw a score like this in game 1, and then it went the other way.
Correct.
You just got to get the breaks that you need, and we know Will can do it when he's in his bag. That's a good serve, handled, and that's a good put away by Kyle.
Great.
That's a really important hold.
Great receive from Kyle. Cool, calm, collected.
Yep.
Picks it up. Great system set. And puts it away. It's great.
And that may have been Will's last opportunity to have an impact on this game if they're not able to get a hold here on these last 2 points.
Correct.
You got to be centered on the thing. It's giving you an advantage.
I will when he comes for it.
9-6?
Yeah.
First.
That's a good serve. Called something?
I think it was
Probably called high.
maybe a little higher side. Wasn't paying attention to the call. But, yeah.
You're good.
Big double fault there from
Still need one more.
Gross, but they're chilling. The pressure's off them. They have, if they just do their homework, they do
You're
their
in
job,
hold mode.
put the ball away, you're in hold mode.
Absolutely.
You win the match.
7-9. First.
Rahul goes for the drop, and he gets an ace off the drop there. An incredibly risky move there.
/ needed move.
Absolutely.
Great play there.
And he hasn't been having the success with his cuts and his reverses he normally does. And going for the drop there is so smart. If you can't do it one way, find a way.
Find another way.
Find a way.
Second serve here, 18-19. You can find one more here.
Yeah.
Huge.
And that one lifts up. So that'll give Ackermann the chance to close out the game at 2018 here. Will and Rahul have to get 2 holds,
I mean, like,
One hold.
a hold and a break, to just stay in this.
Stay in it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Ackermann obviously if they hit the faults or they put this away, they just have to get that one hold to win the game.
2018.
Yeah.
First.
There we go.
Kyle stepped out wide, getting a serve that has been so good for him. Into game 1 that way. Ends game 2 the exact same way.
Wow.
Hitting that serve on Rahul between them.
That's just, what a way to close it for Ackermann here. Steps out wide and just connects
and that's
on
just
it.
a great serve.
And we don't take home the pitcher.
Rahul rotates over here well. We'll see. He rotates there, and it just kind of rolls off the top of his hand. It has a lot of movement and maybe a tad more cut than he expected. And his hand comes up a little bit slow on that ball. And that is a pitcher, the first pitcher of the season for Ackermann Gross together. Second for Gross after winning in Richmond with Ravi Kandula.
Yeah.
That's so big.
So big. So big for them as a team. There was talks about them playing or not, and I mean they clutched up, and I think they were sitting together now because they just won 500 points.
Yeah.
And the pitcher, and it's a great result for them. And they beat a great matchup team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And to see them stay in that after coming into game 1, going down maybe 4 breaks in game 1 or something like that, and just stay in it and play their game, be able to win game 1 and then come out strong in game 2. I mean, when we were talking at the beginning, we said this might be the Picone Murthy show,
Yeah.
And it really was the Ackermann Gross show. They did what they needed to, and maybe a little bit of almost an upset there for them.
For sure. I agree.
All right. Thanks so much for being here with us for the finals here in Raleigh. Thank you so much for watching.